Welcome to my sixth stream. We'll be talking about laws of badminton, part 2 of section 1A of laws of badminton. So, sa lahat ng mga players dyan or sa lahat ng nakasubscribe, so I'll be waiting for your questions. With regards to badminton. So, badminton lang tayo ngayon. So, magandang gabi sa lahat. And welcome to my 6th live. Okay. So, tonight, yung pag-uusapan natin is laws of badminton. So, before we do tackle what are the laws of badminton, so, dapat malalaman natin muna kung okay, so definitions, no? Una, yung ano yung player? So, so iba naman yung player sa life, no? So player, so ito yung of course any person playing badminton. So ayun yung player. Okay, so anyway, antay muna tayo sa ibang mga ano dyan, mga fans. Okay. So anyway, okay, so player, ano pa? Ano yung match? Ito yung pag-uusapan natin. Ano yung ano yung mga laro, no? Matches sa badminton, singles, doubles yan. Ganon. So, yun yung pag-uusapan natin mamaya. Okay? Tapos, of course, I'll be entertaining questions also. No? Yung tanong nyo. And by the way, congratulations to all of us for making, no, or for passing the requirements, no, of being a YouTube partner. So na-reach natin yung watch hours pati yung subscribers. So, of course, hindi naman basta-basta ano lang, kinakailangan lang natin na mag ano, magtiyaga, upload more videos as of course sa inyo as much as possible kung pwede is help me share my videos for those na gusto ng niche ko that talks about badminton and of course other medyo pandemic ngayon so kagala sa chess or so. So anyway, so okay, so let's start. Laws of badminton. Anyway, um, at sa isang game. So, ito yung sinasabi natin kung, di ba minsan, sabi natin na, first game, iba yung game, yung iba sa match. So, yung match is, ito yung basic contest in badminton between opposing each of one or two players, no? And siguro sa isang match na pwede natin gawin na 2 out of 3 games. Ganun. So, yun yung difference ng match sa game. No? So, sa badminton, may dalawang kind of games or match. We have singles and the doubles. So, a singles match is where there is um, one player on each of the opposing sides. Of course, kung sinabi natin na doubles, ito yung where there are two players up on each of the opposing sides. So, yon. Okay? So, anyway, medyo parang ano yung blurry yung natin eh. Okay. Sige. Okay na lang para makita yung pag-upuhan ko. Ayun. So, okay. So, anyway. So, Meron din tayo yung tinatawag sa badminton na serving side. So, yung serving side, ito yung side having the right to serve. No, mayroon tayong tinatawag na isang player na siya yung mag-serve before the match will begin or any play, dapat may isang mag-serve. Okay? And then we also have the receiving side. Ito yung side opposing the serving side. So, if ever yung dalawa naglalaro na, ito yung tinatawag na rally. So, ano nga ba yung rally? So, ang rally, sabi nga, is a sequence of one or more strokes starting with the service until the shuttle ceases to be in play. So, kung yun yung tinatawag na rally, no? Pabalik-balik yung shuttle until such time na namamatay yung shuttle. Okay? So, and then we have the stroke, no? Yung stroke, ito yung sinasabing movement of a player's racket with an intention to hit the shuttle. So, we have the sinasabi itong forehand stroke, backhand stroke, yun. So, now the closest let's talk about first is the court and the court equipment. So, sa badminton, meron tayong korte. And ano nga ba yung mga ekwipo ng isang court? Okay, so let's try to check. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Sa court, no, the court shall be a rectangular marked out with lines 40 millimeters wide, no? Ito yung korte, no? Papakita ko mamaya sa inyo sa ano yung court, no, sa screen ko. So, the court for iba kasi meron tayong natawag na dalawang korte. Meron tayong the court for the wheelchair badminton and meron din tayong court for the normal, no, badminton. So, ipapakita ko mamaya din yung wheelchair badminton. And then we have the standing badminton classes playing half court, no. So, yung lines marking out the court shall be kumbaga kinakailangan na yung korte mo sa isang badminton court dapat nakikita, no. Sinabi nga sa 1.2 sa court and court equipment that lines marking out the court shall be easily distinguishable and preferably be colored white or yellow. So, yan, kung nakikita nyo sa mga badminton tournaments, minsan halos white or yellow yung line, no? So all the lines shall form part of the area which they define. So 1.4, kung sa post naman o poste, the post shall be 1.55. Take note ha, 1.55 meters in height from the surface of the court and shall remain vertical when the net is strained. Okay, so dapat naka-vertical yan, hindi dapat yung court, example, yung poste mo nandito. Okay? Minsan kasi may nakita tayo mga court na dahil nga siguro medyo mahigpit, gumagano yung poste. As much as possible yung poste mo dapat ganun. Okay? So hindi siya dapat vertical lang siya. So kailangan na from the surface up to the tip, no, dapat 1.55 meters in height. Okay? Then, the post shall be placed on the double side. Okay? No, so double side nakalagay yung korte. So mamaya ipapakita ko. Double side nakalagay nakapatong or kung naka-hold yan. Hindi lalabas or nasa inside. So dapat on the double line. Irrespective if whether yung korte mo is singles or doubles, no? So, kahit na nag-singles kayo o dapat yung korte niyo para yung line niyo pa rin is doon siya nakalagay sa doubles line. Okay? 'Yon. So, anyway. Okay. So, thank you very much nga pala sa lahat ng nanood ngayon. So if you have question with regards to the laws of badminton, you can just type on the comment box. Okay, nandun yan sa comments box at the side. Saan ba? Okay, medyo mahina yung connection. Okay, now, the net shall be made of fine cork of dark color and even thickness with a mesh of not less than 15 millimeters and not more than 20 millimeters. Why? Bakit dapat hindi siya more than 20 millimeters? Kasi nga, badminton is considered as the fastest racket sports. So yung shuttle niya minsan if ever medyo malaki yung mesh ng net mo, baka lulusot. Okay? Dahil nga um, mabilis yung takbo ng shuttlecock. Okay? Then sinabi din na the net shall be 760 millimeters in depth. Okay? And at least 6.1 meters wide. So, repeat ko ha. Yung net should be, yung length, yung depth niya, 760 millimeters. And at least yung width niya, 6.1. Okay? Wide. So, the top of the net shall be edged with a 75 millimeters white tape. Kung nakikita nyo, minsan dapat meron yan sa taas ng net, o top of the net. This should be doubled over a cork or cable running through the tape. This tape shall rest upon the cord or cable. Okay? And of course, the cord or cable shall be stretchly firm, flushed with the top of the post. So, lagay sa poste. Then, the top of the net from the surface of the court shall be 1.52 or 54 meters at the center of the court. Take note, the top of the net from the surface of the court shall be 1.524 meters at the center of the court and 1.55 meters side of the doubles. So, medyo mataas yung nasa poste. So, kita kailangan pag sa center dapat 1.524 meters. Okay? There shall be no gaps between the ends of the net and the post. If necessary, the full depth of the net at the ends shall be tied to the post. So, okay. Sige. Okay. So, medyo, tayo, no? Mahina yung signal. Wait, yan ako muna. Okay. Sige, sorry. Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay. So, nakita nyo pa na ako. Okay. Oh, nawala. Okay. So, ipapakita ko yung diagram sa net, no? Ito yung court. So, nakita nyo sa court, no? Ayun. So, ito dapat yung korte. Okay? So, we have the lines, we have for the net, we have the short the sideline for singles and sideline for doubles. We have the short service line. Then we have the back boundary line, also the long service line for singles. Then we have the long service line for doubles. So, kung nakikita nyo, ito, no? If doubles kayo, itong line, as much as possible, dito nyo itira, ipapasok yung shuttle. Okay? Take note, no? Diagonal length of the court full. Diagonal length of full court is 14.723 meters. Then court, as shown above, can be useful for both doubles and singles play. Okay, then kung titingnan nyo, mayroong option, testing mark. So kung nag-test kayo ng shuttle, dapat dito papasok. Diyan minsan, okay? Hindi ba makikita ba? Okay. So, that's it, guys. Okay. So, anyway, let's continue. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so next is the shuttle. So, punta tayo sa shuttle. Punta tayo sa shuttle. Wait muna. So, ang shuttle, ito yon, no? The shuttle shall be made of natural and or synthetic materials. So, meron na tayo ngayong bagong shuttle, no? Synthetic material yun. From whatever material the shuttle is made, flight characteristics generally shall be similar to those produced by a natural feathered shuttle with a cork base covered by a thin layer of leather. Okay? So, yun. Ito. So, tanong ko lang, no, sa trivia lang. So, ilang shuttle should be, I mean, sa isang shuttle, ilang feathers dapat naka-fix sa base? So, dapat there should be 16 feathers. So, take note, no? Isang shuttle dapat may 16. If you are using a feather shuttle, dapat 16 yung feathers niya. Naka-fix dapat siya sa base. The feather shall have a uniform length between 62 millimeters to 70 millimeters when measured from the tip to the top of the base. Take note, 62 millimeters to 70. Okay. Then the feathers, no, the tips of the feathers shall lie on a circle with a diameter from 58 millimeters to 68 millimeters. So basic lang to, no. So feather shall be fastened firmly. So, of course, kailangan na kung yung feather mo dapat naka-fasten siya firmly, at tapos kung nakita nyo may thread yan or other materials, no. And the shuttles shall weigh from 4.74 to 5.5 grams. Yan yung sa feathered shuttle. Sa non-feathered shuttle naman, the skirt, or kung nakita yung parang feather niya, or a simulation of feathers in synthetic material shall be replaced, no? Shall replace natural feathers. So ito yung plastics, no? The base shall be basically ang base niya is the same, no? Sa feather shuttle, it's still 25 millimeters to 28 millimeters in diameter. Then, of course, the base shall be, yun sinabi ko din. Measurement and weight shall be, of course, the same sa feather. So, ito lang. Okay, so, how do we test, no, the shuttle? So, to test the shuttle, a player shall use a full underarm stroke, ganun, underarm stroke, which makes contact with the shuttle over the back boundary line. So the shuttle be hit on an upward angle and in a direction parallel to the sideline. So, ito yun, no? A shuttle of correct speed, kung saan dapat pag-test, no? Ito, sa diagram. So, as much as possible, no? Right service court, dapat dito siya, no? Dito dapat papasok yung ito. Dito dapat papasok yung shuttle pag hit mo ng pag-test mo. Okay? Sige. So, alam naman yan, no? Siguro na iba. Sa racket naman tayo. So, tapos tayo sa shuttle, tapos tayo sa court, and then sa feather. So, pinaka-importante din yung racket, no? Racket shall be a frame not exceeding 680 millimeters in overall length and 230 millimeters in overall width, no? So ito yung handle, no? Part of the racket intended to be grips. So handle, di ko mapakita ngayon kasi wala akong raketa ngayon. So imagine nyo lang. Then we have the string area, which is the part of the racket with which it is intended that a player hits the shuttle. So, yung tinatawag natin na gut or yung head. Then, the head bounce the string area. So, yung parang naka-bound, meaning ka-circle siya. Then, the shaft connects the handle to the head And the throat, if ever, meron kasi mga shuttle na may throat, no? Ito yung parang may T. Ito yung nagko-connect sa shaft to the head. So, ito yon. Ipapakita ko. Okay? Sorry. So, ito. So, again, we have the we have the part of the racket. First is we have the handle. Ito yung handle. Then we have the shaft. The throat, if ever, yung parang T. Then we have the head, circling your string area. Tapos, of course, we have the frame. Okay? So, again, you have to memorize that now. We have the part of the shuttle, we have the handle, shaft, head, or if you have the throat, and the string area, or yung katawag natin, minsan sa layman's term, yung gut. Okay? So, let's discuss one by one. So, ano yung string area? Of course, ito yung kung saan nandun yung string mo. No? Should be flat and consist of a pattern of crossed strings, either alternately interlaced or so I rate the center in any area. So shall not exceed 280 meters in overall length and 220 millimeters in overall width. However, the strings may extend into an area which otherwise would be the throat provided. So, kung meron kayong throat, no? So, yung width ng extended string area should not or does not exceed 35 millimeters, and the overall length of your string area does not need exceed 330 millimeters. So, yung string area. So, racket naman, the racket shall be free of attached objects and protrusions other than those used solely and specifically to limit or prevent wear and tear or vibrations or to distribute weight. Minsan kasi na there are players na nilalagyan nila ng parang in between sa string to prevent vibrations. Pero kami, yung naglalaro pa kami, nilalagyan namin minsan ng parang tape just to make it sound bold. So, bawal yun. No? Bawal. So, minsan ayaw ng, especially if it's a tournament, so bawal yan. Okay, so, equipment and compliance. So, let's talk about compliance. Ano yung compliance? So, the Badminton Sports Federation shall rule on any question or whether any racket, shuttle, or equipment, or any prototype used in the playing of badminton complies with the specifications. So, nasa ano na yan nasa BWF na yan. Such ruling may be undertaken on the Federation's initiative or on application by any party with a bona fide interest, including any player, technical officials, equipment manufacturer, or member association or member thereof. So, minsan kasi mayroong mga sponsorships, no? So, additional equipment for para badminton, if ever you're playing para badminton kasi mayroon ng para badminton, no? So, a player's body, so dapat meron siyang wheelchair, no? Or a crutch may be used. So, para badminton. So, a player's body may be fixed to the wheelchair with an elastic belt. Okay? Or, a wheelchair may be equipped with supporting wheels which may extend beyond the main wheel. Ganun yan. Then the player's feet must be fixed to the footrest of the wheelchair. So, kung para badminton yan, so dapat naka-fix talaga sa wheelchair's footrest. So, let's talk about the toss. So, ito yung tatawag wherein before sa play, a toss shall be conducted and the side winning the toss shall exercise the choice whether to serve or to receive or to start play at one end of the court or other. Okay, so take note, ha? Shout out ka pala kay Agustin Lacuna, no, one of my players of CBSC. And happy birthday to your mother, Ate Nessa. Justin, happy birthday to Ate Nessa. Okay. Coming from Kuya. Okay, so Justin kay exam kita mamaya. So before Justin, before play commences. So, ano gawin ng isang umpire? So, ang gagawin niya is, there should be a toss. So, ano yung toss? This would determine whether a player will choose either to serve or to receive first. And then, or, pwede yung isang player will choose to start play at one end of the court or the other. So, ganun yun. And, if ever, yung losing side of the toss shall then exercise the remaining choice. So, ganon. So, example, nanalo na si Justin against, kumbaga si Ken sa toss. So, tatanungin ko, Justin, to serve or to receive? Pag sinabi ni Justin na to serve, so may choice siya yung mag-serve. So, the losing side will now choose whether anong side siya gusto. No? So, ganun. Or, if ever yung winning player na sa toss gusto niyang to receive, so sabihin mo to receive. So, which part of the side of the court? So, saka yung losing siya yung magsiserve. Okay? Sige. Anyway, let's go. Come on. So, sa scoring system naman tayo, no? So, scoring system natin, a match shall consist of the best of 3 games. Ito yung specific na best of 3 games raised to 21. Okay, so a game shall be won by the side which first scores 21 points, except provided if ever nagkakaroon tayo ng tie, like 20 all. So, you have to go on until yung winning player will have a 2-point lead. For example, if the score becomes 20 all, the side which gains a 2-point lead first shall win the game. But take note, if the score becomes 29 all, the side scoring the 30th point will then win the game. Klaro tayo dyan, ha? So, if 20 all, sino yung makakalamang ng 2 puntos, siya yung mananalo. But, kung kunyari yung match is talagang very intense at dumating sa punto na 29 all, sino yung unang makaka-30 point, siya yung mananalo. Okay? The side winning a game, example sa first game nanalo si Justin versus Ken, siya yung magsiserve sa next game. Okay. Now, ano naman yung tinatawag natin change of ends? So, yung change of ends, ito yon. Players shall, at kailan ito mangyayari? So, players shall change ends first, at the end of the first game. Second, at the end of the second game, if there is to be a third game. And third, in the third game, when a side first scores 11 points. Yun lang yon. Okay? So again, kailan mag-change ends? At the end of the first game. Then, second is at the end of the second game, if merong deciding. And then, in the third game, when a side first scores 11 points. Now, okay? If the ends are not changed, no, it shall be done so as soon as the mistake is discovered. For example, oy, 13, 10 na, hindi ka naka-change ends. I-change ends mo as the umpire. Pero of course, the scores remain. Okay? Okay. Sa service naman, in a correct service, okay, neither sides shall cause undue, take note, undue delay to the delivery of service once the server and the receiver are ready for the service. Okay? Dapat walang undue delay. Kasi sa undue delay, yes, magkakaroon kayo ng penalty. No? On the completion of the backward movement of the server's racket head, any delay in the start of the service shall be considered to be undue delay. Example, ganoon ka na. Stroke ka na, pak. Tapos ganoon mo pa. So, dapat one stroke na yan. So, undue delay na yan. Fault, undue delay. Okay? The server and the receiver shall stand within diagonally opposing service. So, diagonal without touching the boundary of the lines of the service courts. So, diagram A yan mamaya. Okay? So, anyway, more of this is more para Olympics, no? So, tanong lang kayo about badminton. Okay. Oh, let's talk about the service court errors muna. So, ano yung service court errors? Kailan ito mangyayari sa yung service court errors? So, a service court error has been made when a player who una has served or received out of turn. So, service court error. Or, has served or received from the wrong side of the court. So, service court error. Ito yun, ha? Ano naman? If a service court error is discovered, the error shall be corrected and the existing score shall stand. So, ano naman yung fault? So, ito. Yung sa servisyo, you will say fault. It shall be fault if the service is not correct. So, nasa rule 9.1. So, anyway, let's just have to check sa rule 9.1 sa serve, no? Okay, sa serve. 9.1. Okay. So, ito. Okay. The server and the receiver shall stand in diagonally opposite. And na-mention ko na kanina yan eh. Some part of both feet of the server and the receiver shall remain in contact with the service or with the surface of the court in stationary position. So, hindi ka pwede, like example, nagsiserve ka, i-drag yung feet mo, hindi pwede yan. Dapat stationary until such time that na-deliver mo yung serve. Okay? Iba naman yung para sa wheelchair para sa badminton. So, anyway, I'll not talk more on that. The service racket shall initially hit the base of the shuttle. Initially, dapat base ng shuttle dapat na hit, hindi yung feather. So, fault din pag feather ang inuna mo. So, the whole shuttle shall be below the service waist or the server's waist at the instant of being hit by the service racket. The waist shall be considered to be an imaginary line around the body, level with the lowest part of the service bottom rib. Ito yun, ha? So, iba yun naman sa wheelchair badminton. Okay? So, okay. For fixed height experiment, the whole of the shuttle shall be below 1.15 meters from the surface of the court at the instant of being hit by the service racket. Ito yung sa wheelchair badminton. Okay? Sige. So, the movement of the service racket shall continue forward from the start of the service. Okay? Wala na siya. Alright. Wala na. Okay. In attempting to serve, the server shall not miss the shuttle. Natural. Pag serve mo yun, fault na yun. No? Once the players are ready for the service, the first forward movement of the server's racket head shall be the start of the service. So, ito yun. Okay? Sige. Na-push siya. Nawala. So, okay. So, let's not talk about singles because alam na natin balls, scoring. Tanong lang kayo kung ano. Sige. So, sa fault tayo, no? So, fault siya if in play, so, kunyari, play na, the shuttle, tawagin mo itong fault hack, kunyari, nag-play na, nagrarally na, if in play, it should be fault if the shuttle lands outside the boundaries of the court, not on within the boundary lines. So, fault fails to pass over the net so you say fault. Touches the ceiling or sidewalls, that's fault. Touches the person or dress of a player, that's fault. Okay? And then touches any other objects or person outside the court, so that's fault. So, okay? And then, ito rin, it is also caught and held on the racket and then slung during the execution of the stroke. So, kumbaga parang nitapot siya. So, sa Bisaya pa nitapot, no? Or, if you hit the shuttle twice in succession by the same player. However, a shuttle hitting the head and the string of a racket, string area of the racket in one stroke shall not be called. For example, natira mo sa string and sa head, good pa rin yun. And fault siya if it hits a player and the player's partner successively and touches the player's racket and does not travel towards the opponent. Basically, hindi mo nalagay sa opponent court. Okay? And if fault siya, if in play a player, take note that if a player touches the net or supports with a racket. So, na-touch siya sa racket. No? If in play. Okay? Invades an opponent's court over the net with the racket or person except the striker may follow the shuttle over the net with the racket in the course of a stroke after the initial point of contact with the shuttle is on the striker's side of the net. Okay? Then, obstructs an opponent. Prevents an opponent from making a legal stroke where the shuttle is followed over the net. And deliberately distracts an opponent by any action such as shouting or making gestures. So that's fault. No? Sa player naman yan. Alright. So, let's see. Okay. Nawala siya. Nawala si, Okay. So, tayo nakaroon ng let's. No? So, let's do it. So, sa a let shall be called by the umpire or by any player if there is no umpire to hold the play. So, natural, no? So, it shall be a let if the server serves before the receiver is ready. So, let yan, no? During the service, the receiver and the server are both faulted. After the service is returned, the shuttle is caught on the net and remains suspended on its top. So, nasa top siya. No? That din siya if the play is distracted or a player of the opposing side is distracted by a coach. So, pwedeng maging let yan. Then, or, able to make a decision, so let. No? Then, any unforeseen or accidental situation has occurred. So, when a let occurs, play, since the last service shall not count, and the player who serves the last shall serve again. So, siyempre, walang puntos. So, shuttle not in play. Ano naman yung shuttle not in play? Shuttle not in play when it strikes the net or post and starts to fall toward the surface of the court on the striker's side of the net. Or if it hits the surface of the court or a fault or a let has occurred. So, shuttle not in play. So, yan. So, meron din tayong tinatawag na continuous play or misconducts and penalties. So, play shall be continuous from the first service until the match is concluded, except as allowed in the laws of badminton. That's 16.2. And of course, 16.3 for wheelchair badminton 16.5.3. So, ano naman yung interval, no? Sa interval, not exceeding 60 seconds during each game when the leading score reaches 11 points. So, meron kang natawag na interval. Example, sa first game, 11-10 interval. So, pwedeng lumapit yung coach, but kinakailangan 60 seconds. Not exceeding 120 seconds between the first and second game. For example, sa second game, meron naman kayong interval sa game. So, yung umpire, 120 seconds lang yung interval niyan. Okay? So, pero tayo din tinatawag na suspension of play. Ano yung suspension of play? Ito yung when a necessitated by circumstances not within the control of the player. No? The umpire may suspend or play for such a period of as the umpire may consider necessary. For example, may nakita ang umpire na isuspend natin ang play, siguro may basa, ganon, may nangyayari sa korte na hindi naman kagagawan o hindi naman kontrolado ng players. So, yun. No, under special circumstances, the referee may instruct the umpire to suspend play. So, pwede din na yung referee, siya yung mag-instruct na umpire na suspend mo na. Now, what will happen if the play is suspended? So, the existing score shall stand and play shall resume from that point. Okay? So, meron din tayong tinatawag na delay in play. Ito, mangyayari ito under no circumstances shall play be delayed to enable a player to recover strength or win or to receive advice. No, the umpire shall be the sole judge of any delay in the play. So, delay in play. So, ang judge niyan, yung umpire. Okay? What else? Badminton. Okay. Advice on leaving the court. So, only when the shuttle is not in play shall a player permitted to receive advice during a match. Sabi din, no player shall leave the court during a match without the umpire's permission. So, no? Yun ang kailangan. Except for if there is an interval. Okay? So, in wheelchair badminton, so meron ding sa kanya, no? Pwede i-allow yung isang player to leave the court for one additional interval during a match in order to iihe or ba? Player shall be accompanied by any BWF appointed technical official. So, a player shall not, una, deliberately cause delay or suspension of play. Second, deliberately modify or damage the shuttle in order to change its speeds. Minsan tayo, ginaganon natin, no? Kung medyo matulin yung shuttle, minsan puto natin yung tip, no? And behave in an offensive manner. Be guilty of misconduct not otherwise covered by the laws of badminton. So, ano naman yung administration of breach? The umpire shall administer any breach like issuing a warning to the offending side, faulting the offending side if previously warned, or faulting the offending side in case of flagrant offense or breach of law. So, if nangyari ito, no, yung faulting of a side, the umpire shall report the offending side immediately to the referee, who shall have the power to disqualify the offending side from the match. So, ayun. So, ano naman tong officials and appeals? So, kunyari, no, mayroon magkakaroon ng mga appeals, no, the referee shall be in overall charge, no, of the tournament or championship of which a match forms part. So, yan, sa referee yan. So, the umpire, for appointed, shall be in charge of the match. So ang in charge sa tournament or championship, ang referee sa match is yung umpire. No? And then, of course, the umpire shall report to the referee. The service judge shall call service faults made by the server, should they occur. Then, a line judge shall indicate whether a shuttle handed in or out on the lines nga they are assigned. Then, an official's decision shall be final on all points of fact for which that official is responsible, except that if, in the opinion of the umpire, it is beyond reasonable doubt that a line judge has clearly made a wrong call. For example, malapit sa judge yung sa umpire yung line, tapos doon pumunta yung shuttle, tapos tinawag ng line judge wrongly, like in ba or out, pero nakita ng 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 umpire na in pero out yung sa line judge, tapos talagang kitang-kita niya kasi mas malapit siya, the umpire shall can overrule the 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 decision of the line judge. Okay? Or minsan meron tayong natawag na instant review system. So ang system naman yung no-operate, shall decide on any line. So challenge yung isang opponent or isang player, so titingnan sa instant review section or instant review system. An umpire shall uphold and enforce the laws of badminton, and specially call a or a let should either occur, give decision on any appeal regarding a point of dispute, if made before the next service is heard, ensure players and spectators are kept informed of the progress of the match. So, dapat malakas yung boses sa isang umpire. Dapat ina-announce niya boldly yung score, ano yung decision niya dyan sa isang match. And then whether another or a point, and then dapat yung yung umpire dapat ensure players and spectators are kept informed of the progress of the court match. Yung sinabi ko kanina. Did appoint or replace line judges or a service judge in consultation with the referee. So, tatawagin ng umpire yung referee if papalitan yung kanyang mga yung mga technical officials niya diyan sa court niya. Okay? Then, where an appointed official is unsighted, carry out the official duties or just call it a play. So, then record and report to the referee all matters relating to, of course, the law of badminton and, of course, the match. Okay. So, ito yung tinatawag, ipapakita ko yung diagram dito. So, wait. Yung diagram. Kung nakikita nyo, in all diagrams that follow, so, mayroon tayong tinatawag na court area for play. So, ito yon, court area for play. And, ito, court area for play. And then, we have the service area. So, yan. Ito yung sa para badminton. Okay? Ito naman yung sa atin for para badminton pa rin. So, sa diagram B. Okay? Okay. Yun. So, ito yun. Anyway, guys, yun lang muna for now. So, if you have questions, clarifications, you can go to the chat column, and I'll be more than glad to share my knowledge as a coach, as an official, and as a player. So, the line is now open for more for your questions, guys. So once again, this is my 6th live stream. I would like to say thank you very much for all the supporters and my subscribers. Now, sa lahat ng nag-aalala lang dito, if you are not yet a subscriber of mine, please do subscribe. Okay, you can see there no the subscribe button and the bell button. And if you have more suggestions, you can write on the comment section below for more updates, and of course for suggestions that you want for the next videos that I'll be doing, not only live streaming but videos that might help you improve your play of badminton, and of course other travel blogs that I'll be showing and live blogs. So after this pandemic, rest assured I'll be posting, no, or be vlogging more, especially on tourist spots here in Negros Oriental and even in other parts of um, the country, no, if may time tayo. But definitely, I'll be showing more on badminton. Okay? So, any other comments for now? Um, again, shout out to Justin Lacuna and to my fellow coaches of Dumaguete. We have Carmel Rehencia, we have Japet, Mendes, Nekasido, and of course my brother in Canada, no, Coach John. So, anyways, um, thank you once again for your support and all, of course YouTube or YouTube for accepting me as your YouTube partner. And the rest of that I'll be uploading more vlogs to help people to know about badminton, not and of course about life, and to show and make you entertain, in my next vlogs. Okay, so hey guys, thank you very much for again for supporting Jaymoen vlog, no? So pakantahon ko aning happy birthday. So for to ate Nisa, mas maayo man ka mukanta ate Nessa. So I think we will be singing happy birthday to ate Nessa. I think but ate Nessa is one of the mothers, no, supporting mom of one of my players. So happy birthday to you, Ate Nessa. Sorry, I can't sing now because I don't have any accompaniment, and my voice is precious. So just just write your questions about badminton, or you may also um, ask me when will be the next training, or and if ever will be training as a group, of at CBSC kay pandemic tra ba. Okay, so guys, daghang kayong salamat for um, being with me in this live stream. Please do watch more badminton videos. Okay, that I actually uploaded, in my YouTube channel, and of course the live blogs. I'll be doing more of live blog also, and to of course sports blog. No, I badminton is not only my sport, so I'll be also doing more sports blog on other sports also, aside from badminton. So once again, daghang kayong salamat, and to Ma'am Nisa John Lacunya. So happy birthday to you. So akong kanta nimo is happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Napadain. Happy birthday to you. You belong to the zoo with the monkeys and the donkeys. They all look like you. Oh, shoot. Anyway, shout out to Justine Cunha, and of course to katawa. May katawa Justin. Usbo na ko Justin ha. Para ni sa imo ang mama. No. Happy birthday to you. You belong to the zoo with the monkeys and the donkeys. They all look like you. Okay. So guys, thank you very much for watching my 6th live stream, and I'm inviting you again for other live streams that I'll be doing. Uh, And of course, please do watch my other videos about badminton. And I, of course, I'm glad that I made you smile and made you laugh, Justin. No, I know I have si Kent. Kent is in Dumaguete, so I'm not in Dumaguete right now. Um, he is also doing his thing, no, studying. Okay, so studying. So pagsabot lang mo kung sa mo mag-training kay mag-training ta. Okay, kay mga dagko na mong tiyan, no. Apila na imo ang mama diya Justin. Okay, bali na po ng kinaon na og kuan, lechon. I'm here in my crib somewhere northern of Negros Oriental because I'm doing field work. So that's why I'm doing so just to not make me bored, I'm doing this live stream. Okay, so request lang Justin unsa na pa yung pakanta. Ha? Milabs na po. Asa unsa ko ng milabs ana. Para asa ko ng milabs. Okay. So maybe if you comment below kung sa pa ato ang topics. If you want me to read love stories, comedy stories, I could do that for our next vlog, our next live stream. Just to make you all happy and smile. Sayaw o pamparam pampam. I don't know that. Pamparam pampam. Wag na nadakpan malagay na Justin. Pamparam pampam. Umasayaw ko just kuan kanang gabi akong talent fee. Okay, so si Mama nalagay ni mo imo ang pasayawon. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. This is my sixth live stream. I have talked about badminton, not only for the laws of badminton, but of course the for the coaches and trainers, no. So if you have pajama party ang title coach. Okay. Unya ra magpajama ko Justin. So anyway, thank you very much for watching and for my live viewers. Daghang kay salamat for watching and of course being with me tonight. Again, for those who have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. There is a bell button there also. You click that bell button for you to be notified if there will be videos that I'll be uploading. And guys, daghang kay salamat once again. This is your friend, Coach Jaymoen. At that, saying bye-bye and God bless us all. Bye.